Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in another exciting edition of the Second Row Podcast. Tonight, guys, we're simply going to be discussing everything that is lit as far as the show that is approaching us this coming weekend. And a banger of a damn show this is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, at this time, I'd like to welcome in two of my guests. I will have another here shortly. Jason Maldonado, who is the owner operator of Lit and CKW as part of the OIWA organization. AJ the Future, one of the most varying, and brother, when I say varying, I mean varying up and coming superstars that we have in professional wrestling right now. The kid is on fire. Just that's all I got to say about that. Because if you haven't seen it, then that's your own damn fault. As far as that goes. So trying to get everything working here. I think I got everything working now. As far as where this is concerned. Jason, welcome in, my man. How are you today, Bubba?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Jessica, welcome in. Good to see you here. AJ, welcome in, brother. How you feeling?
Doing great. What's up with you?
You feeling great? You ready for this weekend, my man?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. It's gonna be like,
man, you fixing to hit a whole new level, kid. Finna hit a whole new level, man. It ain't like you ain't done hit a lot of levels, and you've achieved a lot of goals, and you've broken a lot of barriers, and you have done this and you have done that, man, as early as young as you are in this industry right now. I don't know some 15 and 20-year guys that can say they've done what you've done already, kid. And that's on the real. I'm just being honest with you. Jason, give us a little scenario here, brother. Lit Professional Wrestling, man, probably one of the most elite groups of professional wrestlers that are being brought together in the state of Arkansas. How do you feel right now as we're Lit and CKW is standing, Jason?
I feel pretty good, man. CKW has always been SOAR developmental, SOAR Championship Wrestling, which is
right.
The head promotion down there in Dallas for the OIWA. And so CKW has always been about a place for the students of Bumps and Bruises from both locations. You know, we have the one here and we have the one in Texas. Just a place for them to come and be able to get some reps in and perform and show people, you know, what they can do and help them grow. Of course, over the last few years that CKW has been around, we've had numerous people come through, top stars, you know, other local guys from around the state wrestle for us. Just trying to provide some opportunities for people. There are some people that probably don't like it. They don't like it because, you know, it's definitely hard to get booked on. And it's nothing personal. It's just, you know, I created CKW for the Bumps and Bruises students, so they're always going to get first dibs. And we have, I don't know what, we probably have maybe 40 to 50 people that are ready to work, and you know that those spots are taken. So it's hard to get on at CKW. But I mean, I offer seminars all the time, with top talent from all over the world to come through. And that's always a good place to show us what you got. I've picked up several people off of the seminars to be a part of what we do. So it's sort of like, just trying out for us, show us what you can do. But again, of course, gaining knowledge from, some of these guys that are on the scene. Matter of fact, this Friday we have TJP, formerly known as TJ Perkins, from 205 Live, New Japan, Impact. He wrestled under a hood as Manic. And he's going to be in the house on Friday doing a seminar, which is, probably one of the best ones that we've put together so far. I mean, being able to learn that kind of style, the lucha style, high flyer, strong style is from Japan. He's got a lot of experience. So I think that's going to be a good one for some of these young cats to take a part of. And I don't know, man. I don't know why more local guys don't take advantage of it. I don't know if it's a money thing or what. I can tell you right now that the seminars that I host, I don't make any money on. I don't take any of that. That's all knowledge that's being given from a superstar, and as a teacher myself, and putting in years of all that knowledge, of all that work to gain the knowledge that I have in my shoot job. It's worth something, and I just feel that all that should go to whoever's sharing the knowledge. So I don't understand why some of the local guys don't take advantage of it.
Let me kind of jump on that for you just a second, because I'll tell you what I see as far as where that's coming from, Jason. Because I see a lot of it, and it's not really, in my opinion, it's not a money issue. Okay, in my opinion, there's a lot of talent in Arkansas and the surrounding states that think that their shit don't stink, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest with you. They think that they are that good, and in reality, they're not. Okay, some of them with a 5-10 year backing, man, have a little bit. They don't have a lot, because I've seen a lot of wrestling in Arkansas, and I mean a lot of wrestling in Arkansas and surrounding states. The best, and I'm not taking anything away from the Maldonados, the CKW, SOAR, Bobby Horn, any of that. The only other one in Arkansas that I've really touched eye on as far as seeing great talent besides SOAR, CKW, Lit, is Ozark Mountain up where Kevin runs. I'm going to be honest with you about that. That
they
is,
got some good stuff. I've been following a lot of their stuff too. Stuff with what Ivan Warsaw's got going on up there, and Rodney Mack and them being a part of all that up there. I watch everything, dude. Like, when I say I watch everything, I watch everything. I will watch, even if it's a quote unquote mud show. I'll watch that lying, because there might be a nugget in there. Somebody may have something. Maybe somebody has something that
when
is.
I say a little bit, that's that little something you're talking about, right there.
Yeah. No, there's always something there, and
gets to the nitty gritty. So
yes, most definitely, AJ, most definitely. Hey, Lynn, welcome in. Good to see you. That is in my opinion, Jason, that is what I have seen, and like you, I watch a lot here in Arkansas and the surrounding states. I do watch a lot of wrestling. If they have some kind of social media presence, I'm checking them out. I even check out further, away than just as close as 2 hours. I'm 4, 5, 10 hours out, looking to see if there might be somebody there that you can go, hey, man, I know where you could get some more knowledge if you're willing to, expand and willing to grow. I know where you can get some more knowledge. I can get you in touch with the right people. Right. And a lot of times, Jason, just like I said, with I don't think it's a money issue, man. I think it's that people think that they know it all, especially this younger generation, instead of learning how to actually go old style, okay, without learning that. This new and advanced stuff that we have nowadays, don't get me wrong, some of it's good. I mean, really, really good. But as far as old school pro wrestling, man, that format, that process, it's never going to change.
Right.
And until you learn that And until you really learn to grasp that, man, you can't say that you know how to wrestle. Or you just can't. You know, you can tell me all day long, man, I can hit 5 450 splashes ass backwards, and I'm going to be like, okay, why? You
Right.
know, why would you do that? You know, that's crazy, man. You're asking to hurt yourself, you know. But Jason, with the things you do, man, for Arkansas and the guys that are in the state, and you continuously do this, dude. And I can only, you know, give gratitude where it needs to go, you know, as far as offering that path, that road. These other guys are not going to 205 or they're not going to NWA or anything like that. But then you offer it to them, and dude, they're like, I don't need that.
Right.
How to wrestle.
Sometimes too, there's a lot of places too, a lot of smaller promotions, and I don't consider us a big promotion. I mean, you know, we're probably one of the smaller ones too. But there's a lot of promotions that, you know, these guys work for, they have that dream of wanting to go to the bigger show or something like that. But they don't have any contacts for anybody to get them there, you know, and I don't claim to have all the contacts, but I have a lot of them.
Now,
You know, and I don't go out there and
exactly right.
and put that out there, you know, but I mean, it's not uncommon for me to get a text message from somebody that works for, you know, WWE or AEW or something like that.
I get several though. I mean, I don't put that out there like you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me sometimes.
Well,
That, you know,
you
that they
know,
don't take
and one
advantage.
thing I have noticed that really stands apart now, and I don't know if a lot of guys that even notice this. AJ may not even notice this yet. I think that you will when I say this. Uh, it's not necessarily being a big company that gets the big eyes on you. Okay, uh, a smaller company that has a small, tight knit family associated with it. The circle is only, and I'm gonna use me for instance. Okay, I'm gonna use me for instance when I say this. Sometimes you find that nugget in a walk on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sometimes you're gonna find that nugget in a walk on. Being a small, tight knit family and not letting many people protrude inside to voice their politics or however you want to say it, is really, that's the kicker, because you don't have to be a big promotion to get big eyes on you.
Right.
And Bobby Horn can probably tell you that. Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson was quoted as saying that no one asked their advice the entire time they worked at AEW.
See,
Now,
that's
if
crazy. That's
that is
wild right
crazy,
there.
dude.
That
That
the
is,
amount of knowledge that I would love to just kind of like soak up, just sit underneath the knowledge tree and just become a sponge and just listen to them. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be uh critiques or anything like that. You could learn things from their stories of them being on the road, NWA, Four Horsemen, WCW, you know, hell, even with whenever he was doing, you know, behind the scene work for WWE. I mean, there's so much you could just learn, but nobody wants to take advantage of that for some reason.
hey, Nate Lawson, welcome in. Bobby Horn, welcome in, brother. Good to see you in with us today. We're talking everything lit. Tim, if you will, in case he cares to come and sit with us after everybody gets in here and gets to rolling, send that the big boss the link for today. Now, AJ, you and me and Jason were sitting here talking about it, brother. And it's not that we're overlooking you or surpassing you or anything like that. It's not that, brother. As far as we're bringing in potential talent into the organization to help spill the knowledge, brother. Explain to a lot of these guys and gals that are watching this right now what you have gained just from the seminars that you've done. Because, brother, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know this man has done a lot of seminars. his parents have made sure that by the backing of somebody else's word, and they know what I'm talking about, that this guy goes and takes in certain seminars at certain times and meets with the guys that can spill the information that he thinks he needs. Give us a rundown on that, AJ.
I mean, you kind of basically just said it. Okay, so with the help, with the support system, obviously, with my mom and my dad, and then the support system from my mentor, Bobby Horn, also known as Sir Mo. And like they always present me with opportunities, and I don't cease, and I don't yield whenever they go to try and give me an opportunity. No, I take it and I run with it, whether it be with seminars, whether it be with uh, just going out of the state just to make connections, and like somewhere that I've never been before without my parents, like it, sleeping on Sir Mo's couch for a whole week just so that way I can train down there at 469. Like, these are the type of things that I talk about by opportunities, not here's a belt, here's
Right.
this, here's that. No, because I have
Right.
to work for those things. Everybody has to work for those things. So I say that to say, if you give me the ball, I'm gonna run with it as hard as I can, and then even more. That's what I'm getting at.
Right. Yes. Yeah, Nathan, you're exactly right, brother. People do complain a lot, and you got to work, and to get that recognition, you really got to work hard. And Jason, you can attest to this, brother. As far as AJ's, man, this kid's had a lot of opportunities as young as he has, but just like his mom said, he's paid for that. He's taking care of that. Mom and dad might have made the wheels roll for him, but as far as the gas money and paying for the seminars and things like that, AJ's pretty much done that himself. So and again, I would say if it was me in your place, AJ, yeah, I would give Bobby Horn the credit
Oh
because
yeah.
a lot of
Oh
people,
yeah.
and I've heard this before, and Bobby's even told me this. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen,
Stevie,
welcome in the
The
menace to society, baby.
the
The
opportunities.
OIWA.
So the opportunities are there for everybody.
Yes,
You know, they're there for everybody.
that'll work.
Everything that AJ's done, it has been is there for everyone. All the students, it's just some of them take the initiative and some of them don't. You
Yeah,
know, it's it. I tell them the same thing. Like, even if they don't have the family support there that AJ does, they still have the support of us,
yeah,
of their peers. They can make things happen. They just choose to bitch and complain because they're not in that spot. And then some of them have to understand that this is a long game. Like, you gotta be ready to play the long game when it comes to wrestling. Like, if you want to make it, like, I mean, you look at where Dante's at. He's been doing this for years, like plural, like years, and it takes time. You can't just train for 1 or 2 years and then expect to be the face of somebody's company, or or be on television. Like, it just doesn't work that way. Like,
that's exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen,
it's
at
very
this
rare
time, I would
that
like
happens.
to welcome in with us today, the OIWA International Heavyweight Champion himself, Mr. Dante Smiley. Dante, welcome in with us, brother. How you doing, my man?
Ski, we in this thing.
Yeah, that's right. We in this thing.
Hey,
Brother, we've just been touching
See.
on, like seminars and things like that.
Right.
And you've even done a lot of these, and you've even done a couple of seminars hosted yourself, and I'm sure you could have probably attest to the traveling to seminars where these younger guys that think they know that everything that they don't know should attend some of these seminars.
We were
Right.
talking about
And
we were talking
get
about
learning.
we were just talking about like how this year alone I've had hosted probably out of 12 months I've hosted 8 seminars,
Right.
and only one seminar did we get some local guys,
Yeah.
and that was Dr. Tom's.
Yeah.
But we've had Dr. Tom, Jesus Rodriguez, Brian Keys, Rob Risen. The list goes on and on. Like, and none of them come out.
Bro, we just had the one, Bobby Fish did one down here in the 469 area in Dallas last weekend or whatever it was the weekend before. And I mean, we only had our students that were at it as far as bumps and bruises, whether 501 or 469. It was only bumps and bruises. Nobody from any other schools, companies, associations, absolutely nada, came out to that one. And he had a wealth of knowledge that he not only shared with those students out there, but even like in the locker room, you know what I mean? Not to get too shooty, but even in the locker room, he was making sure that he shared life game and wrestling game with anybody that was willing enough and make themselves vulnerable enough to approach him and ask him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of wrestlers forget when people like that around, like after seminars, or even if they're not running a seminar and they're just in the locker room. At the end of the day, like some of these dudes, yeah, we grew up watching. Some of them are dream matches or whatever it may be for said individuals. When we have people in our locker room that are visiting, but everybody's human at the end of the day, and I kind of feel like that's forgotten because a lot of wrestlers get put on these pedestals, like celebrities. I mean, we see it just with anything, entertainment celebrities, where this pedestaling happens, and people look at them differently. You know what I mean? Like they're not human, like they can't be approached, like they are just going to be bothered by somebody saying hello or asking a question. And, like that's not the case. Like they want to talk to people. They want to feel part of the culture, of the locker room, of that brand that they're partaking in for that night. You know what I mean? Not only to see what it's about, to be like, okay, I don't want to come back here, or I do want to come back here, because a lot of that has to do with how they're treated in the locker room way more than the quality of match that ends up happening that day. You know what I mean? When we bring those kind of, because that's what I look at when I go somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm like, as long as I have a good fun match, get over however we're supposed to, face, heel, twin, whatever it may be. What is the story we're trying to tell? Get that over at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And everybody goes home happy, ultimately, you know what I mean? And how much knowledge can I bring? How's this locker room? Are people asking me anything? You know what I mean? I heard y'all talking about connections, right? Like I have a lot of connections as well, you know what I mean? Not only from people that I've worked for, but also people that are just in my alignment circle of other prominent individuals that I text on a regular basis, on a weekly basis, just shooting business ideas, even as far as how this wrestling shit operates. And but you got to put yourself out there to be able to do that. And a lot of wrestlers are scared to put themselves out there because they're scared of failure, which you can't be scared of failure because the only way to success is through failure, because the only way to gain more knowledge is through the trials and tribulations of what we go through when we're on this journey of being professional wrestlers. And that's hard for a lot of individuals to deal with because a lot of the time rejection is hard for a lot of individuals to deal with, even if it's not rejection, right? It might be like, now's not the time. That's not rejection. Rejection is no. If people in sales know that the only time you stop sending follow-up stuff is when they finally are like, hey, stop sending me messages. I don't want to do this shit, period. But like a no typically in these instances, if you keep pressing and keep pressing and keep showing up for yourself, and they see you showing up for yourself, can easily turn into a no in that email or in that DM and whatnot. You know what I mean? But a lot of people give up on the opportunity. They give up on themselves, or whatever it may be, and so they never end up getting. You know what I mean? You gotta have almost ignorant belief in yourself in the attempts that you make in this game to really even give yourself remotely the opportunity to be able to make it, because it takes some ballsy moves sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be the person that's not afraid to make it.
Well, speaking of ballsy moves, let's touch with Jason right now, because he's probably one of the biggest ballsy guys I know right now, because he's making everybody own. Okay, so that's the way I'm going to say that. Okay, and here's how that goes. All right, not only CKW, big balls. Yeah, right. Yeah. Not only CKW, big balls, but let's just go and put it out there. Lit Professional Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday night. Lit is in Sherwood, Arkansas, and a card of Mastodon perfection is being displayed. One of those matches on that card involves the man right below me, Mr. Dante Smiley. The man running the son of a bitch is this guy right here. I'm gonna get over
here. That way.
Yeah. Yeah. And another guy on the card.
And I guess Jason's up there, right? Like
that guy. Yeah, that guy. This looks like the Brady Bunch we got going on. Right. I love this, man. Jason, give him a rundown, brother, of the card we got going on this weekend.
Oh man, the card for this weekend is going to be great. So it's Lit Wrestling presents Chapter 1. This is the first Lit Wrestling show, standalone, back in October. OIWA had their big event, which was This Is Lit, which was an introduction to what we wanted to bring to Arkansas, which was top talent from all over the country. And going into 24, I want to try to do top talent from all over the world, just because when it comes to professional wrestling here in Arkansas, Arkansas is usually a state that usually gets overlooked, right? Arkansas is usually the state that you're traveling through to get to the state where you want to go. Yeah. There's been great wrestling in the past, but it's not. I've never seen a GCW show here in Arkansas, and things like that. And that talent that is out there needs to be seen. And then of course we have talent on our rosters that need to be seen. And what better way than is to put them together? Right. And being able to work with some of these guys that I've never worked with before. And like you said, forge those relationships with the card this Saturday. Dante versus TJP is going to be probably one of the hardest matches on that card. But the card itself has just a lot of really great talent that you can watch it on TV, on video as much as you want. But a lot of these guys, you got to see them in person. You have Ryan Davidson, which is a great talent out of Texas. Just came back from a tour in Japan, and he's going against Victor Andrews. And both of these guys are at the top of their game right now. So good, and need to be seen. You got to see these guys live. Crazy. AJ, AJ the Future versus Bad Blood, the franchise, BJ Darden. It's gonna go. Yeah. That's gonna go hard too. There's just so many matches on this card that are really good. Jake Logan's coming back. He's taking on this kid named Jason Dugan. He's out of the East Coast. There's a lot of guys that are kind of sleeping on this kid. This kid's pretty good, and he's one of the ones that I started watching his stuff probably when I first started CKW, which was 4 years ago. And just I've been kind of following his stuff and seeing what he's got, and definitely when I decided to bring him out, he was all about it. So that they'll have a great match. And then with Lit, it's trying to showcase talent from all over the country, but then also help elevate talent. So with AJ getting Dante to that level where he wants to be at. He's got to wrestle some of the best. Same thing with Mia Friday. She's been on a hot streak for a while. Definitely, has been all over Texas. Everybody. If you don't know who Mia Friday is in Texas, you have been sleeping under a rock.
Yeah.
And I've been high on her since she started. Since she debuted. CKW was her first out of state booking. And it's time for her to have those high caliber matches. She wouldn't be Booker T's Diamonds champion if she wasn't ready for that. I got her against Lucha Underground, Ivelisse. Ivelisse is one of the best talents out there. There's the card is just going to be great. The set, me. Anybody that knows me when it comes to my shows, I'm not. It's the sets go wild, man. Like
man, I know you don't know because Jason kind of I'm not saying he's quiet, but he's not going to give you everything because that's the kicker right there, is not giving them everything until you walk in the door, and that's going to be crazy. Now you was talking about people being placed up against people in the professional wrestling world, and people can't get to where they are right now without sometimes being placed in certain places against certain people. For me, and I'm speaking Arkansas completely, okay, and probably 3/4 of Texas. Just to be honest with you, all of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Missouri. Luke Langley is a good one in Missouri, but I'm going to leave him out of this equation right now. But if they want to actually get somewhere, get some knowledge, and learn something to help them get to the next level of professional wrestling, I'm going to invite every guy that I just said that was in them states. If you're listening, if you're watching, you want to get somewhere, you want to do something, man, it's not going through this guy, right? It's not going through our illustrious leader, Mr. Somo, Bobby Horner himself, and we're now the Mo Bunch. But if you want to get somewhere and you want to do something, I'm going to point you to the guy right now in my eye that can help you get what you need, where you need it, how you need it, and to help you get to certain places by getting you certain aspects of professional wrestling business. And that's this guy. That's this guy right here. Okay, Dante Smiley. I don't say this, and I don't brag usually, man. I really don't. I don't say a lot. I don't brag. But, brother, I got to brag on you. I've been knowing you for 3 to 4 years now. And I don't know where Jason popped off to. I think he'll be back in a second. I've been knowing you 3 to 4 years now, about the same length of time I've been knowing this young guy right over here. Okay, AJ right over here. And I have seen, I have heard, I have watched, I have listened. And the knowledge that has been spilled out of your mouth, young man, a lot of guys are not going to get that. They're just not. And that's what me and Jason were referring to earlier about, a lot of the guys think that, their poop don't stink. Don't let me say it the wrong way like I did a while ago. Their poop don't stink and that they don't need to learn. Especially a lot of the guys in Arkansas, and you were talking about the Bobby Fish seminar, all Bumps and Bruises guys that came, and we were talking about, the last couple of seminars here in Arkansas where it was just local, the Bumps and Bruises guys, and the only one he had that had extra people that came out was Dr. Tom. I don't brag much, brother. I really don't, but sometimes I got to brag on certain individuals. Because I see after I've known them 3 to 5 years, man, I see the progression, and it's been strong, brother. Every day in and every day out. It's not every year that you've been progressing, man. It's been every day in, every day out, and I'm sure Jason Maldonado can attest to that too. Just like he can attest to AJ, man, progressing every day in, every day out, man, making your way, making it happen. If somebody is to ask me today, man, hey, who would you recommend I go talk to help me, get where I want to be in the world of professional wrestling? Your name's going to come up in that mix, Dante. Sorry about your luck. I'm just going to let them know that your name's in that mix. And Jason's name's in that mix. Mo's name's in that mix. Dean Fleming's name is in that mix.
Yeah.
Evelyn Carter's name is in that mix. I don't guess most people are not listening when we're explaining, that these Bumps and Bruises schools, man, have a lot for you to grasp and take hold of to get you to the next level. And I don't think that they're actually playing their cards like they need to. But that is just my opinion. I'm just one guy, they would be, well, who the fuck are you? Well, you know what? Exactly right. Who am I? Okay. But I do know the people who are around me, our small family. I do know those people that are around me, and I know their backbone. Real talk. See that smile? I know their backbone. And if you want to learn something in professional wrestling, man, these are the guys you need to go talk to.
A lot of people too just need to of course we always say the same thing. They just need to, no talking, just listen. But when they're given that chance, they have to be real with themselves. You're either going to sink or you're going to swim.
Yes. Yes.
Anybody that Dante has wrestled that's a student from Bumps and Bruises.
Listen, boys and girls,
has been hand selected by Dante Smiley.
Yeah.
This
is true.
It's never, hey, yo, what's up, Prime? You think you can wrestle this kid, or you think you can work there with this dude, or whatever? No, it has always been, hey, these are the guys that I want to work with. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. So, whether or not they take that experience and they grow from it, that's on them. There's a few that took it and have done pretty good.
Yep.
And then there's a few that you're just like, damn. They kind of wasted that opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the end, I mean, it's all up to that person. That you can give them the knife and fork, but they don't know.
Right. That's what, anytime we have, and we kind of get it real now, like we have a family talk for the public, and I kind of like that.
Yes.
But you got to remember, anytime we talk about this kind of stuff, right, or anytime I do, I always mention the phrase blueprint, right? We have people that have laid the blueprint out, and all you got to do is follow directions. I try to reach everybody, so I also use an analogy where I talk about food. We can all correlate to recipes. I could give everybody the recipe. I could give them the ingredients. I'll say, hey, I'm going to be gone a couple of days, but long as you follow these directions, the food is already in there. All you got to do is do the work. That's it. Everything else is ready for you. Just do the work. And I'm going for 2 days. With wrestling and that situation, a lot of time you're going to come back and nothing's going to be cooked. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of stuff that they feel is easier than actually putting in that kind of work that's actually required for those bigger opportunities to come into fruition. it's easy to not cook that food when you have recipes and go out and just, I'm going to pick something up instead. You know what I mean? Just as much as it is easy where I'm like, look, you got to post on Facebook at least once a day. Post on Instagram at least once a day. Twitter can be important, can not. If you got the numbers, it can be. Still work it. It takes a little bit longer on that. And then I'm like, all right, this is the way you need to post. This is how you email. This is how you send DMs. This is how you talk to people. This is kind of this is the stuff that you can try to lay out to them as you try to get booked, which isn't much when you're young, as we know, you know what I'm saying? And all this stuff, and be like, bro, that's all you got to do. It works for me. I firmly believe it can work for other people. I know other people that did the same process that it worked for and stuff, and they were successful. You just got to be willing to do the work that nobody else wants to do, so you can have what they don't have. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't, man, because a lot of people don't like getting uncomfortable. Once again, as I talked about earlier, a lot of people are fear regret. You know what I mean? A lot of people, to them, it sounds a lot better saying that they want something as they are they're doing their weekend warrior type stuff. But to really want, it means like WWE contract, AEW contract, MLW, NWA, whoever, New Japan, don't matter. If they want a contract from somebody, right, there's a certain level of work that they have to put in to be able to get there. And a lot of people that say they want that stuff really aren't willing to do everything that it takes to get that stuff, because it takes a lot. And the most important thing that it takes you doing is typically minding your damn business and following your own journey. That's what a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people get too caught up in what they got going over there as the company, or they got going over there as a company, and worry about what that wrestler is doing and how he got what he has or why he was on said list, bro. And if they worry about themselves, right, they'll give this energy that they're giving here, they put back on them. Even if it's only 15% energy that they're giving this, which in the grand scheme isn't much, but it's way more than it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue with a lot of people in a multitude of arenas that they may be in, be it the pro wrestling, sports entertainment world that we're in, be it in the business entrepreneur world, and you're in a networking group with a whole bunch of other roofers and a whole bunch of other real estate agents and a whole bunch of gym owners and whatever it may be. Instead of everybody working together and figure out how we could all become millionaires of some sort and all give referrals and all doing business, everybody looks at everybody like a damn enemy when there's more than enough money to go out here to be able to get for everybody to eat in their own way. It's not destiny for everybody to really be able to make it. There's going to be a lot of very, very, very good athletes that are out there that will never make it. And some will never even get an opportunity to be in front of some of these individuals that some of us have been blessed to be in front of at times. Then there's going to be people that in the grand scheme of life might not be as good skill-wise, and they end up making it. They get a contract because there's something about them that old boy just happened to like, whoever old boy may be. And there's not shit you can do about it, and you have to be okay with it. You know what I mean? Once you get yourself okay with the fact that a lot of people's view of you doesn't have a lot to do with you, but it just kind of depends on how they just decide themselves to feel about you in any given moment for whatever reason. And there's a lot of variables that could go into that, because a lot of he say, she say stuff does happen in wrestling and whatnot. Then it could go, a different route. You know what I'm saying? They can make a judgment call on that possibly. But at the end of the day, like, I want to pass and fail on my own accord. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing I can say Bobby has allowed me to do, and that Jason has allowed me to do. EC3 has allowed me to do, because that's how I got with CYN, and just most recently NWA Exodus Pro and NWA Power earlier this year was me calling my shot, being given the ball, and said, hey, if you say you can put up a triple-double, go put it up. And I put it up. I didn't go out there and put up a double-double. If I said triple-double, it was a triple-double. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth.
Right.
And that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just aren't willing to make themselves vulnerable enough, or even have the belief in themselves to be like, yo, I have the it factor. I know I have the it factor. Give me the opportunity. Let me fail. Don't choose me failing by just not. Let me fail on my own accord. No different than we do with our students when they beg us for dark matches, when we might want to hold off for an extra month or whatever it may be. They ask. And finally, it's like, okay, like you got everything you need to get through a match. So now, like, let's show and prove, see where you're actually at in front of people, few minutes in there, whatever it may be. And then if they go there and fumble it, that's on them.
Yep.
They have the opportunity, as it is with anybody. You know what I mean? It is on them. You know what I mean? But once again, luckily, I had the opportunity to have people in my corner that allowed me to call my shot. They passed me the ball, and they let me pass a fail and learn and grow, you know, on my own accord. And giving just tidbit here, tidbit there. It doesn't need to be too much. You know what I mean? Just, hey, that you could maybe this way, maybe that way. Think about this. Think about that. And, you know, so on and so forth. And we make magic happen when we're in that ring, be it with students, and I'm challenging them or handpicking them to be a challenge to kind of see where they're at, to see if they really have the it that they think they have and they want to have, and they allow them to display that. And we do our jobs for each other, making sure that my job gets them over how they need to be got over in that match, and vice versa with still everything I do. And that's where the magic happens. You know what I mean? When everybody does their job and does it in an official manner, not only that, when they listen, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's a process, and a lot of people aren't willing to go through the process. A lot of people want to try to fast track the process.
They like to try to fast track it.
One of them busy seasons where you can't fast track it. You pay for the fast pass, and you're still going to be sitting in the line anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Jason caught that right off the bat whenever you said fast track, man. He was like, yeah, they do like fast track.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of guys that try to fast track. You know, there is no shortcuts in this game. There's at all. Not even in promoting. Like, you know, you can't just. I learned that one. Like, you know, right off the bat, and you gotta be opening to listen, and you gotta have good communication with
bars.
You gotta have good communication with whoever your coach is at that time. You know, the very first time I brought SOAR to Arkansas, you know, there was a deal where, you know, my budget was super low. It was super tight, you know, and I ended up messing up on something. I think it was like tickets or something like that, right? Like I ordered some tickets and just way overspent like on them. Like, you know, somebody got me on it. And, you know, I sent a message about it to Mo. And, you know, at the time I was kind of hoping he would like feel sorry for me, maybe, you know, like, oh man, that kind of sucks. And the response I got was, well, did you ask your coach? You know, like, and in that moment I was like, shit. I was like, okay, now I get it. I understand now. Like, you know, this is, you know, he's my coach. He's always been my coach. He's always going to be my coach, you know? And, you know, like, no, I didn't ask him about that. And, you know, it cost me money. And, you know, you just can't go out and think that you're going to shortcut this thing and expect to be, you know, profitable or a success, you know, and if you don't listen and communicate with people that, you know the game. And then something too that I think that a lot of guys have is they're in love with the dream, right? Oh, they just, oh, it's always been my dream, and it's this and that. It's always been my dream. And, you know, I had a meeting with our students several months ago, and we were all gathered around the ring, and I knew everybody there had performed at least one time. So I asked them first. I said, how many of you guys have being a pro wrestler has been your dream? And they all raised their hand. And I said, and how many of y'all have had a match? And they all raised their hand. And I was like, well, guess what? That shit's not a dream anymore. Like, you don't have a dream to be a professional wrestler. Like, now everything that you have should be goals. right? And that's what I tell AJ. Like this, it ain't a dream anymore. These ain't dreams anymore. You don't set yourself dreams. It's all goals. Now you do whatever you got to do to obtain that goal, like by any means necessary. Like, and I think a lot of guys are just in love with the dream. Like, oh, I'm just, it's like being an actor. Like, there's the whole starving artist type bullshit. Like it doesn't work that way. You're either going to get seen or you're not, and in wrestling, bro, WWE has hundreds of people that are that are technically on the roster as wrestlers, and yet they still use the same 8 people every week. Like, how hard do you think it's going to be to get there? You got to work hard. Like, you have to work super hard.
Hold up, Jay. Now, most people probably don't usually check our comment section out because they probably roll by pretty quick as we're making comments. But y'all, one of the funniest ladies I think I know, and that's Jason's wife, and that's Jessica Maldonado. And she attested to Dante just a few minutes ago as to this guy being that guy, okay? When she very basically put it out there. Look, you can't get marinated and slow cooked. Deliciousness, boy. Just all this deliciousness in it from the microwave.
Right.
That is probably one of the best comments I have ever seen pop up over there, and then she just keeps going, talking about shoving a granny out of the way.
She's spitting right now. Bars.
I mean, he's talking about shoving a granny out of the way, man. My God.
Finna break a granny's ankles. That's what I'm finna do.
Yeah. Make them fall down. Oh shit.
Yeah, you have to continue to grow. You got to be putting your stuff out there. Follow the blueprints that have been set before you. They're there for a reason. We put them out there for people to use. It's not super hard.
I agree. I do, man. You guys, especially.
But then on the other hand, too, you got to be a good person. Like you can't just be a shithead. Like I mean, you gotta be a good person. Nobody's gonna want to invest in you if you got a shitty attitude or if you do half-ass work. Nobody's ever gonna want to be a part of anybody that's that way.
I agree.
There's a reason why me and Dante are going to Germany. Like there's a reason.
I mean, that's going to be a awesome trip in itself for you two, especially for Dante.
Yeah, shout out to Fight Back Wrestling.
There you go. AJ, man, you've been pretty quiet down there, my brother, all night long. You've been listening, son, and I'm sure you gather all that knowledge. You put it in your little plate right there. You stew on it, marinate it a little bit. Brother, you want to touch up on anything?
I mean, they have basically said it all. I mean, like, they're not wrong. Like you gotta take the opportunities that you're given. I mean, and just like what he had said earlier, you can't be a butthole. Okay, you gotta play the game, as we call it. You gotta be nice, even whenever people aren't nice to you. And I feel like that is the biggest thing ever. Is like you show your respect, right? And you expect respect, but that's not what it is sometimes. Sometimes you get mud in your face, and you just gotta stand up, shrug your shoulders off, and just smile and walk away.
I love that shirt, by the way.
Thank you. I went to this concert. It was a good concert.
Yeah, I bet it was.
But no, like I said, you just gotta stand up tall, smile and wave, as the penguins on Madagascar say, and walk away. Like, that's all you gotta do. Like,
that's right.
So
You know,
I mean, yeah.
Now you got a big match ahead of you come Saturday night.
Oh yeah. And I think what people fail to realize is that, God dang it, I'm never gonna get good at this. He was the first ever OIWA International Heavyweight Championship match that I've ever had, and he's the only OIWA Championship match I've ever had. So this coming up Saturday against BJ Bad Blood for the OIWA North American Championship is actually my second, and I plan on making history in Chapter 1.
Man,
So
I like that. I like
As
that.
the old timers say, it's your time, kid.
Yeah. It's your time,
kid.
Hey,
That's a
you
time.
gonna hit me with one of these handshakes?
Yeah, one, two,
man,
yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Now, Jason, you've got us set up, man, for a glorious night of professional wrestling come Saturday night, man. When is your next show planned, brother? For Lit?
For Lit,
Yes, sir. For Lit.
Lit is going to run every quarter. So the next one will be in March. I think it's March 18th or 23rd, one of the two. I can't remember.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now. Hold up.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. What's up? Hold on. I got it right here.
Yeah, March 16th. March 16th. Okay. So, I mean, and I'm still finalizing some of those dates. There's only going to be 4 of them. That allows me to really have some time to put things together. A lot of the talent that I've got booked, is big. It's big talent. Some guys that have just been on fire on the independent scene, and it's time for to showcase them out here in Arkansas. But yeah, March 16th will be the next Lit show. So it's March 16th, June 15th, September 21st, and then December 21st. So
awesome.
Be very fun.
Man, got it set up. There you go. It's gonna be a good year, man, coming up. I promise you. It's gonna be a wild year too. Dante, for real. Dante, so come Saturday night, brother, you got the Mr. 205 live.
Hey, for real. Hey, I'll take it from here, Joey. We good. Dante.
Okay, there you go. I'm waiting on it.
I've just been waiting for you to go ahead and fully pass the mic to me to talk about it. That's all. Look, I can wait my turn. It's all good.
Dante, are you even 205 pounds, bro?
No, absolutely not. I'm 190 at 4% body fat of Black Greek god buildness. You feel me? That's what I am. How about that? Yeah. Fucking look like a chiseled statue out here, baby.
Hey,
but anyway,
whoever was like, carving
anyways,
out of stone.
First off, let's backtrack from this Saturday, and I want to talk about the fact that this fool Nate and old sausage finger ass Gabe thought they was gonna take me out, and that I thought I wasn't gonna be able to make it to this Saturday. The boys thought they had me a couple weeks ago. They really thought they had me. They got me that night. They got they licked that night. I ain't gonna deny that. They got me that night. I was down and out. It was all bad that night for me. I ain't even gonna lie. First, the interference in my match with Bobby Fish when I was 100%. Getting ready to make him tap out, obviously, getting ready to elevate him up in that cloverleaf. Gabe came out and blasted me from behind. DQ, got the DQ victory, but I didn't want a DQ victory. I wanted the victory because now I have an asterisk on my record for my victory because of that DQ victory finish. You know what I mean? Yes, it's a win, but I didn't get to really defeat Bobby Fish. So they kind of took something away from me outside of me getting the win on my record. You know what I mean? They tarnished the perfection. They tarnished the excellence that was my record up until that point with me pinning or submitting every single individual up until that point. Kudos, though. Good for them. They did that. Nate is a smart one. As the last person to ever pin me in the OIWA, Nate is a smart one. He has a game plan laid out for Gabe, and I realize that now. You know what I mean? But because of what they did, I've now elevated myself because it opened my eyes to something that I hadn't dealt with yet. But now I've dealt with it. So now I have the knowledge, and it's up to me to make sure that I adhere by that knowledge and put it to use. You know what I mean? Which is exactly what I'm going to do after this Saturday, Lit Wrestling Chapter 1, when I face TJP. Everybody knows TJP. As he said, TJ Perkins back in the day, you know what I mean? The man's a man, that's a man. A fight's that's a fight, that's a fight. When you win the ring with prime time at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to be in there doing. You know, TJ's going to do his thing. Dante's going to do his thing. TJ might fly. I might stay grounded and pound. You never know. We're both hybrid wrestlers. You've seen both of us wrestle, Joey. Everybody's seen both of us wrestle. We can pull whatever out. You want to fight? We can fight. We want to jump around a little bit? We can jump around a little bit. We want to tussle on that ground, do a little bit of fight work, some groundwork, some submission work. We can do it. You know what I mean? It don't matter at the end of the day. You have to have everything in that tool belt like we talked about last time. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he's a man. At the end of the day, I know it's any given Sunday, so to speak, right? Even though for us it's going to be on a Saturday, but every match is any given Sunday because we're two grown men in there going for a fight, and anything could happen in those moments. You know what I mean? And I'm prepared for everything. I'm expecting Gabe or Nate possibly to try to be around and interfere now. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting certain things for TJP to be in there to try and do. I've watched the dude before. For many years, I watched TJP. He's not new to this. He is true to this all the way. And I have the utmost respect for him. He's a legend in his own right. I think he has future legend on his shirts, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the moniker and the things that he says about himself. But he doesn't realize he is a legend now. You know what I mean? TJP is a legend now. And I got a chip on my shoulder, unfortunately for him, based off what happened here a couple weekends ago, because I'm not going to have two of them taken away from me. That's just not going to happen over Dante's dead body at that point. You know what I mean? And then after I get through with TJP, however I have to do it, and I get back to Nate and Gabe, they on Menace time. They are on Menace time. And they thought they had me, and they were far from, because I am just simply built different. You can't keep me down. I ain't broken. I ain't bruised no more. I ain't battered. You didn't hurt my spirit. I applaud those efforts that they put a couple Saturdays ago to try to get me not to show up to Chapter 1 coming up this Saturday in Sherwood, Arkansas, and definitely not end up showing up in January. Spoiler alert. I'm here.
Right.
Going nowhere.
That's the reason why I always been and I told you I isn't taken away from nobody else, brother, but I back you, man, 100%, brother, because it's what it is. What you just said, that's a spoiler alert, you know, and I can't wait to see that, man, because I know right after you get done with TJP, bro, you're gonna probably hand Gabe his ass to him, if you will. And if Nate, I guess, wants to get involved with that, I think you owe him a little something as well. And so I'm going to stand behind that too. As far as that one goes, man, I can't wait to see what goes down with that. Jason, you
sorry,
CKW.
I'm doing business, man. I'm doing business, so
okay,
sorry.
do your business thing,
man.
I'm with you.
CKW standing on business.
Standing on all the business.
CKW, what now?
Well, now CKW has had a really, really big year, man. As far as this 2023 year went, what are we looking at in 2024?
2024, CKW is going to start running, back up and running in February.
There we go.
And then we'll do like every 2 months after Lit. So we'll do February, March is Lit, and then after that it's CKW Lit, CKW Lit, all the way to the end of the show.
Got you.
In the end of the year, you know, we've got we'll have 2 graduating classes in 2024 from Bumps and Bruises. So we got that going on. That Bumps and Bruises 501. I think there's some graduating classes happening at 469 as well. We're just trying to put out the best product that we possibly can. I'm not gonna lie and say that I do get competitive with some of the other companies that run around here in Arkansas. I'd be stupid if I didn't.
Right.
But I do still try to keep doing what we do, kind of stay in our lane to a certain degree. But like I said earlier, I'm always watching. I watch everything. Like I know what's going on in the state. I know what's going on outside of our state. A lot of talent. There's a lot of talent from all over the country. Some guys that even Mo don't know about. Like, I'll be like, yo, man, you ever heard of this kid or you heard this girl? And he'll be like, no, never heard of this person. And then next thing I know, he's like, hey, guess what? What? I got this guy booked for SOAR. And I'm like, oh.
He's sneaky like that, bro. He's sneaky.
Yeah, he is.
Maneuvering all over the place, bro.
But yeah, funny.
That's funny.
With CKW, that's what we got going on CKW. Now, as far as the OIWA goes, there's a lot going on with the OIWA. There's several out of country things that we're going to be doing. Organized International Wrestling Association. We are going to be international 2024. Dante and I are going to Germany in April. I know that we're going to go back in June. Then we're going back to the UK in like September. We've got some of these people coming over here to wrestle for the OIWA. And that's just some of the stuff that we got right now. We're trying to make some connections and get out to Japan. For some of the guys to get out there in Japan, definitely up in Canada, some. I'd say Mexico, but they're kind of crazy down there right now. So we got to watch out what we do in Mexico.
You need to be careful around that.
Yep. But there's a lot of opportunities for the people in the OIWA. Working with some of these other promotions. I've recently just started working with a few of the local guys here. And then it wasn't that I had like beef or anything with anybody. I just, for a long time, I wanted to do my thing, right? And if I wanted to be a success, I wanted to be a success on my own, not off of somebody else. And then get to a point where I could be somebody that could help somebody be successful. So that was one of the reasons why I've always just kind of done my own thing and not really worked with too many people. The wrestling business is kind of a crazy business. It's the craziest business I've ever been a part of. I know that. And I'm not even a wrestler. Like that's the crazy part. Like people just getting beat up, and willingly is kind of crazy to me. But yeah, that we got that going on. We got quite a bit of things that are happening.
Well, it looks like the 2023 year is going to round out, man, being great for the OIWA as a whole. Just from what I'm seeing, Bobby said that OIWA UK is that clan is coming for SOAR Mania. That's in March, and if you're in the Dallas area, that's
nice.
Yeah, if you're in the Dallas area, boys and girls, you need to get your tickets as early as they hit the market. You need to get them because that show will probably sell out as well. Some of the card has done been released, and it looks huge. That's just from SOAR, man. That those guys are always killing it over there too, as far as that goes. Dante, it looks like your 2023 year has been, it's had its ups and downs, right? And it's been great, man. And brother, been loving watching you, man, grow in 2023. But you got a thorn in your side right now. You just have to step in our comments. I don't know if you even seen that comment.
I did. I saw him, man.
Hey, man,
Hey, bro, they've been trying to bait me like since then. They've been doing the videos and how like I'm going to get on here and like dispute it. Like there's video evidence that the dudes whooped my ass that night. Yeah. Obviously.
Well, I gave Gabe the opportunity to be part of Lit this weekend. So, I bought a brand new mop for him.
Yeah.
It's just up to him. Like the opportunity is there, bro. Like, everybody wants the opportunity. There's an opportunity there, But Nate, I don't know, man. I don't know if Nate's gonna show up because he has a hard time getting his head in the door anyway.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed that, since he had all of a sudden this little change he's got going on, the door's pretty wide, so is his head.
That's
but,
funny.
I'm just waiting on Dante
like a Funko Pop
for it. Yeah, exactly. You're right, man. Guys, I'm looking forward to 2024 as well, man. I think this is going to be a really, really huge year for the OIW. I think it's going to get a lot bigger than what they think. Yeah, I know, right? And so, with that being said, guys, we're fixing to jump out of here and let everybody get back to their family business for the afternoon.
Oh, it's over already?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can stay for another 45 minutes if you feel like talking, Mr. Smiley. And I'm sure if Gabe wants to sit over in the comments and watch you talk, brother, I'm sure you can oblige him with a lot of information.
Man, I ain't got nothing to say to that boy. What's the
bro? My question is, why is Gabe even hiding in the comments? Why don't he just hop up on here? Where you at, Gabe?
Come on, Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
Okay. So let me do this then. Let me be the bearer of bad news for Gabe. Tim, send him the link. Now, Mr. Gabe Randall,
Joey, why do you sound? Why did you say it like you was about to go into war? Like send in the cavalry.
Well, because
send in the dragon.
Here's my thing. Right. So if I'm gonna go in and slay the dragon, I'm gonna go in both feet. It's not gonna be a one-step pause and look around kind of thing. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna try to slay the dragon, but I'm not slaying the dragon. Though if my fat ass, I will slay the dragon for Dante if I can.
Bitch, I am the dragon. What you mean? Yeah. I'm the dragon.
I'm talking about Gabe, man. I'm talking about Gabe being a dragon. I will go in and slay the dragon, bro.
I'll run this. Gabe got to. I'm the champion. That's what you're forgetting now, Joey. I am the OIWA International Heavyweight Champion. Not Gabe. Me.
The dragon.
He needs to try to come and slay me because I have these.
You look, you're bigger than a dragon, Dante. I'm sorry, you just are. You're bigger than a dragon, bro.
Come on, Gabe.
I don't know. I guess he said he would be very nice. He really wants to see Mr. Smiley succeed this weekend. I bet you do. I'm sure Mr. Smiley will do that for you, just to oblige you because he's that type of guy.
I'm a giving guy though. Like so seriously, I'm a giving person. And
no,
if Gabe wants to be on, if Gabe wants to come out on Lit, I'll give him a spot on Lit for real, a real spot. But he got to jump on here. He's got to jump on here, and he's got to.
Come on, Gabe.
He has to accept the invitation.
Come on, Gabe.
Come on,
join us, Gabe.
This is a really good opportunity actually because these little
Christmas.
Opportunities.
It's Christmas.
Oh,
it is.
He's in the giving spirit. He's in the giving spirit, everybody. Yeah.
It ain't no joke either. I ain't joking. I'm being for real.
You being for real. You're gonna give Gabe XL an opportunity to be on Lit this weekend if he comes in and says on the podcast.
I didn't say this weekend.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say this weekend. I said a spot on Lit.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, let me go ahead and.
bro, you gotta chill, bro, man. You be
Hey,
I'm
you
getting
maxing out
ahead
my
of you. My
budget,
bad,
bro.
man. I'm trying to make it sure that the biggest match that could possibly happen of the year did. Well, I don't. My pockets ain't that fat, man. My pockets ain't that fat. My bad, bro.
Are you saying like
Joey's just like,
I
grab
mean,
my
I'm
budget
talking
and
about,
like, hey, we're
you know,
gonna
I
do
want to
this.
slay the dragon, you know, and Dante's like, I am the dragon, bitch. What you talking about? You know, and I'm thinking I'm finna get my ass beat up.
Hey,
By
my
the
bad. You
Apex
just call. You just said the wrong stuff, bro. I didn't mean to call you a bitch like that.
I mean, you know, and then he's like, you know, my
I mean, I
bad,
said what I said, but you know, like
you did.
yeah, no backseats, no backseats.
I was talking about Gabe, you know, thinking
I ain't taking it back. I'm just saying my bad, bro.
I'll go in there and take my
you
belt
my
off.
boy, and I spoke aggressively to you, bro. My bad.
Where's Mo at?
You just said the dumbest shit I've heard you say from any time I've been on this podcast. That's why it just caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. That wasn't the Joey that I know. I wasn't ready for it.
My God. Come on, Gabe. Jump on here, brother.
Come on, Gabe.
Man, I think he's wussing out, man. I'm just gonna be honest.
Ayo, Marie. Yep. The guard pat.
Yeah.
He's scared. Yeah. He's scared.
It kind of looks like
trying to give him a gift, and he's scared.
Man, that's a hell of a gift too, bro.
It is.
He said send him the link. Hang on, Gabe. Let me. It seems my my dude over yonder. That's how'd I get to him? Anyway, wherever the hell he's at, the one that's running the damn podcast in the other room. I don't know if he just got scared to send the link or what, man. Let's see here. Okay, Gabe.
Gabe, it's not hard. It's not hard to type your name in there, Gabe. All you got to do is put X.
There's the link. There's the link, son. There's the link right there. Now, I don't want to hear any more crybaby stuff. There's the link right there. Won't you just hit the button, chime in with us? HCC, how you doing, babe?
Dang.
Yeah, we got enough. Oh, God.
Man, y'all clowning on dude now. I'm trying to be for real.
I ain't even saying anything. I'm just chilling here, yo. I'm just
yo.
Standing on business. That's what I'm doing. Standing on business.
There you go. Stand on business, baby. Boom.
and then that's what I'm gonna do with the OIWA North American Championship. I'm gonna be standing on business. Defending it everywhere.
Hey, I hope you walk out there with that title, brother. I think you deserve that title. I think it's like Dante said, yo time, baby. Yo time. He's real big.
Yeah, big ass dude, I know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome in I guess Mayor of Trap City.
Hey, that boy's fingers so fat they don't even fit on the screen, man.
I just came to just really do my best, Mr. Smiley. That is
you came to do your best? Yeah.
Came to give you the best, man.
Hey, good job a couple Saturdays ago, bro. I applaud y'all. Good job.
I was taught by the best, right?
Yeah. That was
Think 2 steps ahead. Strategy, my friend. I'll keep an eye out, though. I just want to keep an eye out, man. You go out there, you do your thing versus TJP this weekend.
All right, Gabe. So here's what I got. I've been watching you, been seeing what you're doing. I wasn't happy about what you did with my boy over here. But, 2024, lit. If you got March 16th open, I'll give you a spot on lit.
The mayor will be there.
Mayor will be there? All right. Y'all heard it. This is breaking news, Joey. Breaking news. Right?
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news.
The mayor of Trap City, mayor of Trap City versus Sam Stackhouse, March 16th.
That's a lot of body.
That's a whole lot of man in that ring. Good Lord.
Nothing that the supposed fat fingers can't handle.
I didn't say fat fingers. I said sausage fingers.
Whatever.
Yeah, sausage, man. Sausage, sausage link. Okay.
That's the first. That's the first match announced for March 2024 Lit Wrestling.
That's wild.
Hey, Gabe, look at you. Hey, look what beefing with Dante Smiley gets you, Gabe. This is exactly what happens when you start beefing with me and get in my way. You get more popular.
Dante,
You know what I mean?
how much more kudos
you did a great job by taking that opportunity a couple Saturdays ago. But let's get you really popular. I want to get you, as I've said previously, Googleable. You know what I mean? Where they type your name in and pages on pages of stuff comes up about you. And matter of fact, after we have that match and after I beat TJP, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you your first 5K, 10K viewed wrestling match on YouTube as well. How about that? Congratulations. It is written, as we say.
To be the man, I got to take care of the man and beat the man. My stepping stone to the top.
Oh, now you're stepping stone.
It's not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. So thank you, Mr. Smiley. Once again, a man of the people.
Hey, don't forget, I'm a man of my word, though, Gabe. I'm a man of my word.
Let me ask a question. Hang on. Let me ask a question. Gabe, how long you been in the wrestling business, son?
2 years.
2 years. Okay.
And so look what I've done in 2 years. Who else has done that graduating?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make a point here. We had this discussion earlier about the young guys in professional wrestling, thinking that everything should be handed to them. You're saying, look what you did in 2 years. Dante Smiley just did in 2 seconds what you did in 2 years. So I just want to throw that out there for you to kind of grasp a little bit, as far as this is concerned, brother. I don't think that, and I'm not taking anything away from Nate the Great, man. Awesome guy. Okay. Nothing.
The last man to pin one.
But hold on. That see, this is the point. See, he was the last man to pin Dante, but he hasn't been able to pin him since.
That's not his job anymore. That's not his role anymore. His role is.
But that's it. That's by choice. Okay, that's by choice. Okay, so as far as that
goes, he still has it. He could. The spear he gave Dante a couple Saturdays ago is proof enough.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll let you.
We got a plan. There's always a bigger plan. Like I said, I just wanted to come and give all of my respect and say, hey, congrats, go out there and do your thing Saturday, Mr. Smiley. J Money, I have nothing but the highest respect for J Money as well. See, the mayor is not a bad guy.
I mean, J Money did offer you an opportunity in March.
The mayor's that's all the mayor's asked for is the opportunity to outwork and outshine.
Okay. I'm going to leave you with that one. I'm not going to touch that one. That's all about you, big guy. And with your sausage finger, I'm happy for you there.
Hey,
Jason,
the mayor and his sausage fingers. Since I was told if I won 2 out of my 3 matches, I am down 45 pounds. The mayor takes it serious.
Okay, 45 pounds.
That's cute because you still ain't big enough, even with that 45 pounds, for me not to be able to pick your big ass up and throw you around.
There you have it. Yeah.
What was you gonna say, Joey? You said something about me. What was you gonna
say? Jason, can you bring a match like that to CKW as well?
Can I bring a match like that to CKW?
These two right here.
Who? These two?
Yep, these two right
bro,
here.
Joey, what you don't realize, like, these matches aren't put together like that, bro.
Bro,
you remember how this started? I was a special guest.
I know. Hey, Dante, I know. But I don't see this just ending.
What the fuck you mean? It always ends like that.
One match. Because
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
think
It's ended like that for everybody for the better half of 3 years.
Mm.
What do you
I'm
mean?
gonna agree with that.
What a
I'm gonna
stranglehold.
agree with you on that.
What a stranglehold
But-
for 3 years.
But that's crazy. My pockets thank me though, Gabe. What you don't know about because you might have been in the main event as far as position on the card last show, but you ain't been in the real main event because you have not been in the ring one-on-one with me yet. So you're welcome, Gabe. Welcome. This is Stardom. This is the position. I am the man. This is the role that you seem to want to be in. But do you have the balls? Do you have the wit? Do you have the it factor? Do you have the knowledge? Do you have the ability to be able to pull the trigger to be in this position?
Attacking you
That's
wasn't
the
enough
real
to
question,
show
Gabe.
that I wasn't ready. Attacking you during your biggest match.
Oh,
and
no.
putting an asterisk by your win-loss column.
See, Gabe, that was
Wasn't
cute.
enough?
See, that was cute. Hitting me from behind.
Who else has the balls to do that to Smiley, huh? Who else has the
You did
balls?
it from behind. You did it from behind, though.
But who else has the balls to step up and
hit
do
from
that?
behind?
Nobody else in the locker room. Everybody wants to talk. Nobody.
Dude, everybody wants to jump somebody from behind.
But who did it?
Come on, man. That's not.
Yeah, you did. You did hit me from behind, Gabe. That's known. Yes, that is exactly what you did. But hitting me from behind and have to deal with me face to face, mano y mano, not after 20 minutes of a wrestling match, is completely different. See, you wrestling students, Gabe, is not the same as wrestling me. And you have all of a sudden have this weird ass facade thinking that you're at the level that I am just because you're now getting managed by Nate Lawson, who just so happens to be the last person to ever pin me 3 years ago almost now. That's what you're putting your eggs in a basket in. That good for you, Gabe.
You just said it yourself. The knowledge, not only the skill set, but the knowledge. You don't think I'm getting the knowledge from Nate? Well, I guess everybody just needs to sit back and watch.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. Watch the show, aka watch me because I am the show, as I've been, as you know. Why? Gabe, let's not forget. This is what everybody should be after. You ain't the only one that wants these. I do like the attempts. I do like the balls. I was a man of my word. You didn't have to do that, but you did. And that's what irritates me the most. I was a man of my word, saying that I was going to give you a title shot after that third match, and you happened to interfere in mine for no reason. When all you had to do was go win yours. That is it. You didn't have to interfere in mine, but no. You stuck your nose in my business. You know what I mean? You went and won your third match. I met you face to face. Did I take you and Nate from behind? No. I didn't. Y'all threw coins at me. I threw coins back at y'all. I waited till y'all turned around, and then I kicked y'all in y'all's face. And then I proceeded to beat you down, turned around, dropped Nate on himself, and then y'all were able to get the upper hand because that's just kind of how ratios work. It was a handicapped situation. Y'all end up getting the upper hand. Y'all ended up whooping my ass. It was what it was. But, Gabe, that is completely different from having to start a match at full health and you standing in front of me.
It's just lucky. He got lucky, man. Let me tell you about the lucky part. The lucky part was I wasn't able to get out there to help my boy because Mo's wheelchair was in my way. And I couldn't get out from behind the table I was at. But if I could have got out there, I'd have helped you, bro.
I know you would have, bro. I appreciate that. Yo.
Luck and preparation, and if you don't think that we don't have a plan, it doesn't matter how I win. A win is all I care about. I can be face to face. I can bust you upside the head. I can hit you with the belt and then get the victory. It does not matter as long as I walk away, champ. So again, please have a great match this Saturday.
He will.
Do what the Apex does best.
He always does.
Entertain, jump around, do the push-ups, make the crowd love you.
He don't jump around. He just jumps up.
Yeah.
Do all of
Like,
it.
really
I
close.
I do that very well.
I want it all. I want to.
He doesn't inhale oxygen.
Really
He
high.
just inhales.
like taller
helium.
than you high.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Do what
He's
the
like-
Apex does best, basically. Just do what the Apex does best. That's all I
Yeah.
ask of you this Saturday.
No
I agree
problem,
with
Gabe.
Jessica. Outer space.
You got it. You got it.
I
Got it.
expect nothing less.
You got it.
I expect nothing less
I
from
know you
Dante.
don't. Nobody does. That's the thing. When you get this good, nobody does.
That's the
They
reason
expect
why
greatness
nobody
every time and they get it.
say they
That's
want to
what I
step
do.
up to you. That's why they say they want to step up to you, but they don't because they know you're that damn good.
I'll see you soon, buddy.
Well,
Yes, sir. You sure
I
will.
agree with Jason Maldonado, though. They got lucky. I agree with Jason on that. I seen him trying to get out there to you, and
I did.
the wheelchair wasn't his way.
Wheelchair was in the way.
I seen it, brother. I seen it.
I thought
Daniel, I hadn't had a
I
chance to
personally-
say afternoon to you, brother. Afternoon.
I personally thought it was kind of convenient that wheelchair was in the way. Like maybe Mo was, trying
Well,
to
I
do
think Mo seen what was going on, and he knew that you was gonna, try to go take, help your boy out. So
Yeah,
I wasn't even talking about
he's always
Daniel,
going to be
but,
there to
I
be
wasn't
with
even talking
his.
about Daniel, but I scrubbed Daniel off the mat too. So man, I'm about to put him. He can go back to the injury reserve list for all I care too. So he
oh,
not even on the level that I'm trying to get to right now. So, but thank you for your comment. I appreciate you shouting me out though, Daniel.
Wait, hold up. Wait, let's time out real quick. All right, look, I don't really care for Daniel that much, right? I mean, his fans basically about how to riot with me because I beat him and wiped the floor with him. But didn't you need help? Didn't Nate like spit Sprite into his face?
He had something in his eye, and we were helping him out. Like,
Oh, okay, yes.
Oh, that was-
So you want to spit soda into a sticky situation to make it more sticky? Why? Like that don't make any sense at all.
just helping the man's out. We're good people at the end of the day. Just helping them
You
out.
smell
Man.
that? You smell that, Dante? You smell that?
Smells like bullshit.
That part. That part.
Everything I feel like you've said tonight
High five.
smells like that. But it's all good,
Right
Gabe.
there.
It's all good, Gabe. We're only 3 days away from me being officially back at you, bro. Let me handle business this weekend.
Absolutely.
Let me handle business. You're obviously the thing is you're obviously not good at following directions. You know what I mean? And minding your business. So I just want to make sure I preface everything right now. Let me get through this Saturday.
That's all I came here to say. Was happy. Have a great Saturday.
And the moment I do, I will be right with you. No
That's all
worries.
I wanted to do. Was just come say, hey, have a great Saturday, champ.
But I'm always down to make money. So
Dang,
When
Mo.
is-
Why you gotta do Daniel like that?
oh,
Dang.
oh.
when it's
Well,
time to make money, I'm ready to make money, and I think Dante versus Trap City there is gonna be some pretty good money. He's gonna bring some money,
Yes,
and
I
then
agree.
Gabe XL versus Sam Stackhouse, March 16th at Little Elite Wrestling. Will bring some money too.
We might need to reinforce the ring a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit, but we can do
Yeah.
that. It wouldn't be the
Some
first
ops.
time.
Right. But that's a lot of man in there when you throw them two in the ring. It's a lot of man.
Well,
That's all I'm
in
gonna
the
say.
words of our great Sir Mo, peace out.
Well, we'll see you later there.
First of all, he can't be saying that if he gonna say it like that because it's
And
like that was some
stick my
trash.
finger in his
Okay,
eye.
like, I'm
He said it
just
too
gonna be
white, y'all.
Yeah.
In the words of Sir Mo, peace out.
Why is he all sophisticated, yo? Like, look at me, I have big traps. Peace out. It's like, why? Like,
Peace out. In the words of
Dante, don't let him ruffle your feathers, brother. Because I know you got it on your mind right now. You want to beat his ass. I see it, man. I see it. Don't let him ruffle your feathers, man. Handle business first, brother, and then get that
Mo.
plate full again.
God dang. Yeah, Mo didn't like that too much
Dante
either,
don't
so.
get his feathers ruffled.
Man, I don't know, bro. I'm looking at that because I know
Like
he
I don't
wants
get my
to
no.
his ass to him right
It
now.
ain't. it ain't getting my feathers ruffled. It's just me being impatient because I really want to choke him out already and don't want to wait. But I know I gotta wait, and so I got to be okay with the wait. And that's really all it is. It ain't ruffle feathers by any means. You don't see me shaking.
Right.
Look at this stillness.
No. That's not what I'm meaning, baby boy. That's not what I'm meaning, baby. No. I can see in your eyes.
I can freeze frame.
You just wanna, you wanna freeze frame.
There ain't no shaking over here, baby. There ain't no feathers ruffled.
Yeah, I know you want to put him to sleep. I seen that. Yeah, stand on business, baby.
Standing on business.
There you go. Look at that.
Lock work is what we do over here, baby.
Standing on business.
I feel you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an absolute grammar of an afternoon with these gentlemen right here. We've had a couple pop in here with us, man. We've had a great day. This Saturday, lit, Sherwood, Arkansas. Folks, get your tickets. Dante versus TJP.
Dante versus TJP.
Down at the bottom.
AJ the
Down
future.
at the bottom.
AJ the future versus the franchise Bad Blood BJ Darden.
It's your time, kid.
Yes.
Jake Logan versus Jason Dugan. Evilise versus Mia Friday. And then of course for the Nuck If You Buck Championship, Jacob Fatu versus Barrett Brown.
What a match that's going to be. That's going to be awesome.
Man.
This card is stacked, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't talked much about that match or that championship. Jason, I can't wait to see that one. I believe that. If it's coming out of you, bro, yes, I'm sure it is.
It's
I'm
special.
Sure it is.
The title itself is even just the design of the title itself is special. So yeah.
I can't wait, brother. I can't wait. I think it's going to be astronomical myself. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been just an absolute grand opportunity of an evening for us, man, and for y'all and us here at the Second Row Podcast. Thank y'all for coming on. This is probably going to be the last one for the year. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you have a happy holidays. This is my family right here, these boys that you see in front of y'all. I will have an opportunity to see y'all this weekend, but I also want to extend out to the rest of the family. Happy holidays to all of y'all. I hope that your holiday is grand, man. And love y'all. Y'all all my family. I don't care which one of y'all is feeling what. Y'all all my family. Dante, my points on you this weekend. I'm going to Saracen and placing my bet before I even get to the show. That's just how I plan on that one. Jason Maldonado, brother, you're killing it, man. You're killing it. That's all I'm going to say about that. You made 2023 huge, brother.
This is an M.
And I think
that's
that 20. Yeah, I think that
that's
I think that 2024, man, is going to be even bigger. AJ, I think that you're going to blow up even bigger than what you already have, kid. I just can't. I can't wait to be one of the guys that gets to sit in the locker room and witness this, man. Because it's beautiful, brother. Just to be honest with you, and I'm wishing nothing but the best for all of our family. Leah, thank y'all for coming in today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all enjoyed it today. We got to get up out of here, man. These guys have families, and they need to be sitting with them and living the family life as well as what we do for y'all by entertainment. And the Second Row Podcast, man, we are out of here.